Welcome back to a new video. In this series we focus on the chthonic god and goddesses. They are associated with death, the afterlife, and the fertility of the earth. They were believed to reside in the underworld, a realm that was simultaneously a place of darkness for the dead and a source of life-generating fertility. This video is about Hades. He was the god of the underworld and wealth. Hades ruled the underworld after the gods defeated the Titans. He didn't create death but managed the souls of the dead. Despite modern associations with hell, Hades wasn't evil, just serious and strict. He ensured balance in life and death. Because minerals and precious stones come from beneath the earth, he was also linked to wealth. He was often depicted as stern, calm, and detached. Unlike Zeus and Poseidon, Hades rarely meddled in mortal affairs. He preferred the solitude of the underworld and didn't care for Olympus politics or godly drama. His parents are Cronus, the leader of the Titans, and Rhea, the goddess of motherhood. Cronus swallowed his children to prevent them from overthrowing him. Hades was one of the 5 kids trapped inside until Zeus freed them. His siblings are the Olympian gods. After overthrowing the Titans, the 3 brothers drew lots to divide the cosmos. Zeus became the ruler of the sky. Poseidon became the ruler of the sea. And Hades became the ruler of the underworld. Hades didn't get banished, he just got the short straw, though he ruled his domain with power. One of the most famous stories about Hades' love life involves Persephone, daughter of Demeter. Hades abducted her to be his queen. Demeter's grief caused the earth to become barren. Eventually, a deal was struck. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades, autumn/winter, and part with Demeter, spring/summer, leading to the origin of the seasons. Unlike his brothers Zeus and Poseidon, Hades was relatively faithful to Persephone. While he did deceive her initially, their relationship was later portrayed as more balanced, sometimes even affectionate. Hades was fair, but once a soul entered the underworld, there was no leaving. He upheld the laws of the dead with absolute seriousness. The underworld wasn't just one gloomy place, it had realms, rivers, and gates. The major realms are Tartarus, deep abyss for divine punishment, Titans, traitors. Elysium, eternal paradise for heroes and the righteous. Asphodel meadows, neutral place for ordinary souls. And fields of punishment, for the wicked but not as severe as Tartarus. And the key rivers are Styx, oaths sworn on it were binding even for gods. Lethe, river of forgetfulness. Acheron, river of pain. And Phlegethon, river of fire. There are some other figures in the underworld. Charon, a ferryman who took souls across the Styx, if they had a coin, obol, in their mouth. Thanatos, the personification of death, not the god of the dead, he worked for Hades. And the Furies, Erinyes, the enforcers of justice and vengeance within the underworld. There are some famous myths featuring Hades. Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus, a legendary musician, begged Hades to return his wife Eurydice. Hades agreed, but only if Orpheus walked ahead of her and didn't look back. Of course, Orpheus looked back, and she was lost forever. Sisyphus. He tried to cheat death by tricking Hades. His punishment was that he was condemned to push a boulder uphill forever. Theseus and Pirithous. These 2 heroes thought they could just walk into the underworld to kidnap Persephone. Hades tricked them into sitting on the chair of forgetfulness. They couldn't move. Theseus was later rescued by Heracles, but Pirithous remained stuck. Hades wasn't widely worshipped like Zeus or Apollo. His temples were rare, and his name was often avoided to not attract bad luck. Sacrifices were made at night and often involved black animals, especially rams. He had sacred places, especially near necromantic oracles, like Necromantian of Ephra, where people sought to communicate with the dead. When Hades was depicted, he was usually shown seated on a throne and wearing black robes or armor. He was rarely depicted among the Olympians. Hades was often depicted with Cerberus, the massive three-headed dog who guarded the gates to prevent the dead from leaving. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a video about a specific mythological being, please let me know in the comments. Have a great day.